Toronto Raptors, for the first time in franchise history, have gone undefeated in preseason. A little bit surprising, yes, but they did so in extravagant fashion with a 134-98 victory over the Washington Wizards. But as much as it was a good game, a great performance, a great preseason, unfortunately, bad news associated with it as well. Let's get into it. So, the Raptors 134-98, but before we get into the postgame show, guys, if you have enjoyed the content here and enjoying the content on the channel, please make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. We have a full season of Raptors content just like this about to get started. You do not want to miss out. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. But like I said, the Raptors with a crazy almost 40-piece to wrap up their preseason against the Wizards. It was a bit of a slow start, but they really started to pick things up and put on an outrageous display of offensive talent. This is the perfect tune-up. This is the perfect tune-up heading into the upcoming season. The Raptors need to hit the ground running. They know what it takes to find success, but they also have an understanding of how quickly things can fall apart, as they did last season with Raptors having a relatively decent start, 500 start, then they fell off the pace. Things can go sour very, very quickly. So we want a quick start to the season, and we got some good numbers from the key piece of this team. Jakob Poeltl looked solid in his return, but it was Siakam, Anunoby, and Barnes who were impressive. Siakam was 7 for 16, not too efficient, but 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists is something that we do like to see. Regardless, OG Anunoby, 6 of 10, 2 of 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Good to see as well, 15 points. And Barnes was the man of the night, 10 of 14, 3 of 6 from 3. Shout out Scottie Barnes, by the way. Really looking improved from a three-point standpoint and showed it with the statistics. 3 of 6 from 3. Excellent, excellent numbers to see. We have the numbers up now. 23 points, 2 blocks, both of those blocks coming on three-pointers. Wow, was Scottie Barnes impressive. Wow, has Scottie Barnes had a great preseason. The problem? The bad news. Scottie Barnes just sprained his foot. Now, at the time you might be watching this, if you're watching this on the Reactions channel later on, you might know the fate of Scottie Barnes and his injury, but doing a quick Google search as the game was going on, a sprained foot can lead to, in minor cases, a 2 to 4 week recovery. Sometimes it can stretch up to 6 to 8 weeks. Obviously, we are praying for Scottie Barnes to make a swift and speedy recovery, but that is just so sad. He has looked so good in preseason, looking like he's ready for the breakout season, the big jump, the leap this year. All signs are pointing towards that. He was outstanding tonight all over the court. And we may just lose some vital minutes to start the season from him. Some vital minutes maybe to his development, his confidence, and some vital minutes to the Raptors, who want to be a winning team this season without a first-round pick realistically to fall back on. It's a shame. We'll see what comes of it, but it's just sad. It's going to be tough to wake up tomorrow morning knowing that he's injured. Honestly, that's I'm on it. I'm devastated, truly devastated. But beyond that, let's find the positives from the game, because there were a lot of positives here. Dennis Schroder, impressed here. Very much looking like him and Poeltl. They haven't even gotten reps together yet, but they look great together. Schroder didn't shoot the ball well. He was 2 of 8 with 7 points, but the 11 assists out of the end and the pick and roll game he was working, the plus 22, is very great to see. Achua in his preseason debut looked awesome. I was thinking it'd be a very slow start for Achua. It wasn't the case. Plus 20 with 9 points. And we also got to see some solid minutes across multiple players on the bench. Malachi Flynn with an impressive performance. 5 of 7, 3 of 5 from 3. Picked it up more so late on, but beyond just the late game situations where it was garbage time for the entire fourth quarter, where he really picked it up, Malachi Flynn looked impressive. He looked like he was just managing the game well. And honestly, with Scottie Barnes out injured potentially, that is going to be massive for the Raptors, especially to start the season with Barnes out, but also likely for the entire season in a depleted amount of point guard depth. One name that I haven't mentioned here tonight in the post-game show as far as the stats, because he didn't play, is Jeff Dowtin. I hate to break it to you guys, but Jeff Dowtin didn't play. Even Garrett Temple played. Even Ron Harper played. Even Marquise Noel played. If you were still holding out hope, well, the hope is gone. Jeff Dowtin, by the time you see this, he could already be waived. But Jeff Dowtin, almost certainly, I'd bet my house on it right now. Jeff Dowtin is going to be waived by the Toronto Raptors. It's a shame he wasn't really provided a bigger opportunity, but the reality was there are 15 guaranteed contracts on the Raptors right now. He was not one of them. They would have to waive guaranteed money to get him on the roster, and he is a non-guaranteed player, so they are not going to pay him and not pay somebody else. Malachi Flynn, if there was any sort of on-the-fence members of the Raptors front office, Malachi Flynn was impressive today, as I said, and may need to have a somewhat rotation role at the start of the season with Barnes out in particular. Grady Dick also was excellent today. Really, really loving the three-point shooting stroke. I mean, we just don't have this type of player very often in Toronto. We have it here. Grady Dick was the highest plus-minus of the night in 19 minutes. He was plus 30. 4 of 7 from the field, so the inside game wasn't working too well, but 4 of 5 from three-point range. I was what's the word? I was mesmerized watching Grady Dick catch the ball here and without having to go down. Like I'm bad, so like when I catch a ball, I gotta go down and really go into my motion for a three. Grady Dick catches here and it's just up. It's caught. It's up. It's caught. It's up. No downward. It's just caught here, and he goes up and shoots. And just having him in the corner, it's just something for the defenses to worry about. And he also showed an ability that if they're going to be really aggressive on closeouts, he'll pump and he'll take it inside. He can do that. He has the ability to do that. We said it when we drafted him. I said it in the pre-draft analysis of the player. He's got the ability to put it on the floor and still do some things. Now, the finishing the inside is not there, but the three-point shooting is. And sometimes just the respect of that three-point shooting is enough for the team. Overall, three-point shooting, I think, will be a problem for the Raptors this season. It was a bigger problem for the fucking Wizards today. Schroder Poelt, by the way, was 1 of 15 and was 0 of 6 from 3. You might like that. And unbelievably, Patrick Baldwin played 11 minutes, was 0 of 5, and was minus 24 with 3 fouls. That is true anti-Wilt Chamberlain numbers right there. But overall, the team, the Raptors shot 16 of 40 from 3. I'll take that every day of the week. A lot of 3 balls. That went down. A lot of them came later. We struggled in the early stages of the game. I think three-point shooting will be a problem for the team this season, but it'll be by committee. A lot of guys need to step up from 3. We rebounded the ball well, but the biggest number here, 36 assists. Wow. I know we had 134 points. I know that's a lot of points. I know we had a lot of makes, but 36 assists on 49 makes is impressive. Darko is operating with a team that moved the ball well, a potent offense. This is why we brought him in as our head coach. We want to see a different Raptors offense. The management wanted to see it. And Darko is taking all of the steps to try and implement that. So I wish we could go into this season with all this optimism, all this excitement. Unfortunately, a lot of that is going to be dampened by the injury that occurred to Scottie Barnes. It was diagnosed very quickly as a foot sprain. Once again, that is an injury that can last 6 to 8 weeks. I would guess that we're going to see Barnes in maybe 2 to 3 weeks' time. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of time, but it's devastating for a player who has looked so tremendous in preseason and looked so tremendous tonight before the injury occurred. To not be able to see him from the start of the season. But he will recover. He will be back. The Raptors as a whole. Dennis Schroder said after practice yesterday, preseason don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything, but it does mean something. It means a little bit. It provides us a glimpse, a little bit of a trailer as to what the season could look like. And this season, as much as, I'm not thrilled with the direction of the team, as much as I'm not super content, to say the least, with the operations of the management in the offseason. With only a top 6 protection on that first-round pick, there is no reason for this team to go out there and not want to have that, or not to have that hunger to win. not to be out there trying to win every game possible. So it's clear we're going out every game trying to win. As a fan who wants to enjoy watching Raptors basketball, I enjoyed the game. I'm enjoying the play style. I think we're in for a fun season, a positive energy season, which is important based on the shit we saw last year. This is going to be fun. It may not be, mid 40s, high 40s in wins, but this is a team that can compete for a playoff spot. And I think it's going to be a fun time watching them try and accomplish that. I'm going to leave that management stuff behind. Focus on the game at hand. I think this team can have some fun winning some basketball games this season, and the preseason provided us a glimpse of what it could look like. It's not everything, but it's not nothing either. It's a little bit of something, and what we saw has been extremely, extremely exciting and provides a lot of optimism for Toronto Raptors fans. So we'll be back We'll be back for as many Raptors games as possible, at least 90%, I would say, of the Raptors game this season for watch parties on the main channel, Amateur Hour Sports. Make sure you're subscribed over there. And for post-game shows on the live stream, but we take the live post-game shows, we clip them, and we upload them to the Amateur Hour Reactions channel, the third channel in the Amateur Hour Production Network. We go over there to the Reaction for post-game shows. So if you're watching on there for the post-game shows, we're going to do as many games as possible. So get subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. Get subscribed to Amateur Reactions. Subscribe to support the content, support the hard work that I put in, because that hard work ain't going to stop for the upcoming season. There is so much on the way in the Amateur Hour Production Network that you do not want to miss. Smash that like button on your way out, and I will see you on Wednesday as the Raptors open the season at home at the Scotiabank Arena against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Will Scottie Barnes be there or not? We will find out very, very soon.